XTRONS coming in with the new Android unit for a Honda Accord. You guys like the previous videos. We're gonna check out the newest Android 12. Very similar packaging, driving entertainment. I'll leave a link in the description for this. You have a user manual. This is the unit, all the cables. So this should be an easy swap if you see my previous video. Looks like this one's very similar as well. This is the single zone if you have a single zone car. You also have a dual zone here. I believe it's a 24 pin right here at the other end, and then dual zone. Your car should have that. You also have these, the rear out and reverse, I believe. You got that cable. This one is for different plugins, so if you decide to mod it further, you can add a reverse camera and stuff like that. This one's necessary. It's more of a power cable. If you decide to use a SIM card, you can actually use it here. You can plug that in. This is the AC unit box, so 24 pin to power and data. Yeah, 2 USB cables. One is a mirror link, and I believe the second one is like charging, I believe. You have 2 USB-N to a single, and then a mirror link. The mirror link is red. The previous unit had 2 of them, and you couldn't distinguish which one is which. I believe they both had mirror link capabilities, but this one's for mainly Android. You have to use it wired if you decide to have an Android phone plugged in through wireless CarPlay. Antenna up here as well, so GPS 4G antenna. So I believe this one has to be 4G, and this one's probably the antenna. All right, so obviously you're gonna need a few tools here. What I recommend is obviously a power drill, just so it's faster and easier. You're also gonna need the part itself here, and obviously some time and patience. It's pretty easy. You're gonna pop up the hood, and you're gonna disconnect one of the battery terminals. It doesn't matter which one. You could do the positive or negative. You could do both just to be safe. Just because we're gonna be working with electronics, and because when you have your doors open, it's going to be drawing power, and you don't want it to drain your battery. So that's another reason why you want to disconnect the battery before you start. So we're going to do that real quick. I also forgot to mention, but you're also going to need some type of pry tool. You can get a kit like this for about $10 on Amazon. Make sure they are plastic, otherwise you might mess up the materials on the car when you're working on it. All right, so we're at the battery now. We're going to go disconnect it. So you can do any of the terminals here. Now that the battery is disconnected, you can pretty much start the process now. We could either start from the top, or we could start from the bottom. Whichever works for you, it'll work. Since we do have this unit already installed before, we only need to work on the top half. But if you have an OEM model, you have to work on the bottom half. So we're gonna go ahead and just remove the top panel right here. It's very simple. Just get one of your pry tools, plastic here, just like that corner. Go on the other corner here, just so nothing falls or drags or gets unplugged. I highly recommend using some electrical tape. Go in and pop off. But we do have 3 screws at the very top. So these 3 screws right here are the ones you're gonna need to remove. On this unit specifically, there's only 3 screws holding it, as well as the new model. It's only gonna be 3 screws as opposed to 5 on the OEM model. Overall, this installation is very easy to do. Way faster with the power drill, so I just recommend using that. For this, since it's an easy swap, all I have to do is this and unplug the stuff on the back, but your unit won't be like that. All right, for the bottom half people, I'm gonna show you how to quickly do it. Keep your brake all the way. We're gonna take out this little piece right here. You can use some to remove it, take that out. And then in that same slot, you're gonna go to insert your key and pull back on the unit there. So now we're in the very back, so that's how you're gonna do that. And then we're gonna remove the ashtray. And then you go ahead and remove the trim, this plastic piece right here. You can start off from the top right here where I'm pulling, if it's easy enough. We're basically gonna take this trim off here. So you just disconnect the 2 cables that are on here. You remove the ashtray. There's going to be a screw underneath that, or this little box here, storage, and then it's going to have 2 more screws on the bottom. Now, to be honest, I don't want to do that whole process, so we're just going to do an easy swap. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. You basically have the dual zone, which are the green cables, and then the blue, more of the power. You have the antenna here, and this is the GPS. Yours won't have it, so just ignore this one. We do have a separate GPS here as well. We're not going to use this one, so we're going to put that off to the side. That's the one that came with the unit, and we will use the other mirror link. This is the second USB, but we're not going to use this one. We will, however, attach this new 4G antenna. So like I showed you before, you're just going to attach everything in its corresponding spot. First with the AC box here, basically just attach this and then connect all the blue to green. So it's pretty self-explanatory. The green parts, all you have to do is just plug in green to green, just like so. And it's pretty dummy proof because it only fits in one way. And then you also plug in the blue to blue. The blue is a little closer, so it's gonna plug this one in. It's like so, and that's pretty much the most of it. So we're plugging in this one right here, top right here. We're also gonna do the mirror link cable, so we're gonna unzip this real quick. So it's gonna install this one. It's right next to the cable that we just installed. So it's gonna go like that, just like that. I don't know if you can see it. And then for the rest of them, you can install them if you would like. This one is the 4G capabilities. So if you want a bunch of 4G and then there's break and all that, I will install this just cause. You don't have to, but I just recommend plugging it in just in case. So we'll plug that one in. And then we also have this one right here, which is the RCA and the GPS and the 4G right here. We'll go ahead and plug that in, which we can also attach on the top half that we just removed. All right, so that's pretty much it. Looks like it was a fairly easy process to actually install, which I like about XTRONS. So we're gonna route the USB cable first. All right, let me unlock that. Now, there's a little hole right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a hole right here which you can feed that through, and you can close it as well very easily. Unlock it. You have your cable here for the Android car people. Just make sure all the cables are in the right spot before you close it. Gotta push it in. And then we just apply the 3 screws here on the top. I'm gonna start with the middle one first. Spot. 3 big hits, and I'm pretty sure we're good to go. So that's how you easily replace a head unit just like this. Let me get the thumbnail real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and reconnect the battery, and we're gonna turn on the car. So it's been 1 month since we had this XTRONS unit. Very nice. I have a bunch of information that I want to say off the bat. I will be doing a comparison video between this one and the previous gen to know if it's worth it. It's $200 versus $400 option. This has been an amazing head unit. It makes me want to use my car more, to be honest. When it comes to music or navigation, I'm actually using the navigation a lot more since it's more fluid and it works directly to your phone. So you enter your information on your phone and have it go directly to the head unit. And I'm about to show you right now what it looks like. And it connects with any phone, and I will show you on an Android unit. So when you turn it on here, you can see the UI. It automatically pops up and it will automatically connect to my phone right now. Directly, it will show you the location on the left. We do have the music here. You can play, skip, do whatever you need to do. Inside, you do have previous apps that you opened, so you can go to settings here directly. You have driving focus mode. You have always dark appearance. You can change the wallpaper here. So by default, it'll be at the first one, but you can check out more available if you want it to be all black or all white. You can do that as well. I'm gonna show you a blue background, so you see it right there. Change it to see how it looks. If you don't like the look, cancel. You see how it is. So that's pretty nice. Right now I have this one set, but you can change it. You can see car information, podcasts, basically phone apps that you have on here. It will pop up, such as Spotify, YouTube Music, Panera Bread, Domino, Google Maps. I believe Google Maps will automatically go to your places there. Text messages pop up just like that, and if you click it, I believe you can respond.
Said no and sent a skull emoji and said it's not really win or lose. Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say to?
That's a bruh moment.
Your message says, that's a bruh moment. Do you want to send it or change it?
Send it.
I won't send it. Let me know if you'd like to. Done.
There we go. You could send messages like that. You could even say, hey Siri, open Spotify. There you go. And you can change music and do whatever you need to do on the fly with Siri. You see how easy that was? If you wanted a full view, this is how it would look if you open the Spotify app. And then, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Pretty nice. Siri can do basically a lot of stuff. You can send messages, you can call someone directly, or you do pretty much whatever. It's really, really nice. The normal UI looks like this. If you wanted to listen to regular music, you just go to Bluetooth here. It's connected to my phone here, but to connect to a new device, press that magnifying glass and you'll automatically set up. And then you just press Carplay, be right here, Carplay Auto, and then it'll automatically set through the process. So that's how you do that. More settings here, let's check it out. So there's Siri and suggestion. You can activate Siri, automatically send, so you don't have to say send it, it'll automatically send it. Show album art, so on the front you can show it. If you wanted to be driving focus, it'll automatically be DND on your phone and make sure there's no notifications popping. On the left hand side you have the date, the time, the battery percentage. If you're on 5G or cellular data or Wi-Fi, it'll show all that information here at the top. That's very, very helpful, very useful, especially my battery percentage. If I need to charge my phone or whatever, then that's good. Very nice on that. Switch to LTE instead of 5G. On the normal end, if you decide to ever use this normal version, it is very, very fast. You have an OBD reader, Ford Sync, Car 360. You have regular settings in here as well, which if you go to car infotainment, you have basic information here. About device, go here, 888. Then you have the CAN type backup, back car setup, display. You can change menu. You have a boot logo. Those are the standard. You have to boot some on the USB. Then you have video here. So disable video in motion. That's how you are able to access your Netflix, your anything that you want to use on here. Then you reverse warning line. You have that as well. Air as well. You have that sound here. You have that smart sound. So you turn up the bass, which is really nice. Actually, it was at 10 before. And this actually does add bass. So if you have flat sound, it'll instantly make them way better than before. You see how it automatically goes louder? So you have no bass, max bass. You can hear it in the song as well. So that loud button basically goes crazy loud. That's how you blow out your speakers really quick. But yeah, you can do that. You can balance the speakers. So if you want the sound to go in the middle, if you want the sound to go in the front or just the back, you can do that. And I'll show you what it sounds like. So I'll go here on the front, more to the left, more to the right, behind us, left side, directly in the middle. You could use these arrows as well and reset right there as well. So that's what that is. You do have equalizers here. What I recommend is using pop. That's the best sounding one that I noticed, but you can also make your own here in the user. So you can adjust these however you want. It'll show in real time what the data's equalizer is. It'll show you the band here on the top of what it sounds like. Scroll here and go more in depth. So if you wanted to just go all the way to 20, you can drop these or whatever, do that. If you wanted to scroll this way, you can do that, or increase stuff, you can do that as well. Sleep mode as well, boot logo you have there as well. Video navigation settings here as well. You have auto connect and auto answer. Just turn on auto connect. And that's pretty much the basics in the settings version. 64 gig storage model. So that's how much storage we have used, almost 10 gigs out of 6, which is not that bad. Obviously this is a 4 gig memory option, so we're using it about half memory all the time. And that's just because we have a bunch of stuff open all the time and it's still going really fast. It's handling it like a beast. You have Wi-Fi available as well. The hotspot SIM cards, if you can put it on that tray and use your own hotspot or something like that. This does have VPN options available as well, since it's basically just an Android tablet. All right, so you can see here in the settings, it's activated. Wired connect automatically, hide when disconnect, wireless auto connect on, and the driver position, or whichever phone you want to connect to first. So if you're on the left of the unit, it'll automatically connect to the left. If you're on the right passenger, it'll automatically connect to that one. We have the cable here. This is the wireless link auto. We're going to go ahead and connect it with a data cable, just like so. And then for your Android phone, all right, I'm going to show you how quickly it'll connect to Android Auto. So we're going to go ahead and press this, plug it in, instantly starts charging, and we're prompted with the get started. There we go. We're going to press manage here, and it'll ask you for permissions here on the Android version. We're going to press OK, OK, and there we go. Very simple setup. It's going to look different compared to the iOS version, but it shows you basic information. So you can customize, have game snacks, whatever that is, calendar, YouTube Music. This is just what I have on this phone, but you can customize it. It'll bring up the app launcher on the phone here, so you can change and add or unadd certain widgets here, and it'll update in real time. So if you wanted to get rid of weather, it'll get rid of weather on this. So if you press this, what's the weather like today?
4 degrees and sunny. Today it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 95 and a low of 59.
As well, very seamlessly. Let's go connect back to the iPhone version here, and I'll show you how fast it connects as well. Connecting back to it, just go to your Bluetooth right there. It'll connect. But a second, there we go, connected. We're going to confirm, turn on the hotspot, and then it'll automatically connect to the device. It might take a little longer than usual because we just switched from 2 different versions, basically, but it should be fairly quick. If anything, you can just close the app and restart, and it'll should auto connect, or start playing music directly on your phone and it'll connect that way. There we go. Now it connected. So I just played music. It connected immediately after I played music. It's very seamless. It's very nice. You can easily press max AC. It'll instantly blow out very cold air. Dual AC, so if you wanted to split it, you can do that as well. and then you can change the modes here. You can change the modes here by pressing mode on the physical button or the touch screen. Physical buttons all work. You have your front and rear defrosters, which will be very handy in winter. And then obviously you do have your AC mode. Turn it on or off. Change mode here for the direction. I believe I like it in this mode, just so everything's pushing on the front only, but you can do several other options there. And if you don't have if you have issues on that, go into car infotainment like I showed you before. CAN type, go all the way to the bottom, and right here, temperature unit, change that from Celsius to Fahrenheit if it's giving you issues. If not, then you should be good. But yeah, and it even shows you whenever you have the door open, it'll show you which specific door is open. I don't even know about the trunk. It might show the trunk too. But very fast unit, very nice. Even on this one, if you decide to use CarPlay, I honestly love CarPlay, but you know, it's a game changer once you have CarPlay. Android 12 is definitely the better unit when it comes to this, because it's seamless. It works with your phone, and you can easily play music or activate your Google Assistant or your Siri, basically. Very seamless, very amazing. Without further ado, guys, once again, I'll leave the description down below. Without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate you all for watching and sticking through. Let's get to 10K before the end of the month. Appreciate you.